This January, Edelman launched the global findings of the annual Edelman Trust Barometer. 27 Edelman offices across the world also released their own unique country results. This survey is the 6th successive year the research has been conducted in Indonesia. This year saw thought-provoking results across the board for Indonesia. The country remains one of the most trusting nations in the world, ranking a global 4th out of the 27 countries surveyed, with an overall trust index average of 72 points. The trust index is an average of the country's trust in the 4 institutions of government, business, media, and NGOs. Indonesia saw a big overall rise in trust, up 10 points since 2013. The latest results see a big rise in Indonesian trust in NGOs, a rise in trust in government, but still business and the media as the most trusted of the 4 institutions in Indonesia. Some of the most interesting results for Indonesia saw a 22% rise in the level of trust in NGOs amongst informed publics after years of decline. There was also a surprise rise in trust in government, up a total of 6% from last year. Business claimed the number 1 spot as the most trusted institution, with 82% overall trust, the highest trust score for business in the world, joined first with the UAE. Looking at other key findings from the survey, Indonesians continue to trust developed market-based companies much more than other emerging market-based companies. Japanese-based MNCs were the most trusted at 96%, followed by Germany at 93% and the UK at 92%. For business, there were a number of important findings. Indonesians trust publicly traded companies the most, followed by big business. State-owned enterprises were the least trusted, with a trust score of 68% compared to 91% for publicly traded companies. Family-owned businesses also lagged behind in trust scores as second from last. Issues over transparency were likely to be the driving factors here, with Indonesians preferring the perceived openness and higher standards that publicly listed companies must abide by. When asked about which spokesperson they saw as the most credible, Indonesians listed technical experts, academics, and a person like yourself as the most credible and trustworthy. This was the same as last year's result, although interestingly, government official or regulator saw a 9% increase in trust from 2013. They are, however, second from last in terms of credibility. In good news for business, the results showed that business leaders were much more trusted than government leaders across all 4 variables, making ethical decisions, telling the truth, solving social issues, and correcting industry problems. This showed that there is a significant public expectation that business leaders have a key leadership role to play in shaping society and addressing the nation's challenges. For businesses wanting to build trust in Indonesia, social issues continued to be high on the trust-driving agenda, with listening to customers, acting ethically, and looking after employees ranking as the highest trust-building attributes. The key takeaway from this year was that business is much more trusted than government and expected to get involved in society and the community in the push for change. Business leaders are also widely trusted over government officials, something that has major implications for candidates seeking votes in the upcoming elections. Indonesians want business-style leadership.